There are many and many giant mysteries and phenomena in the entire world that truly make no flipping sense. Whether that's choosing to wear shoes with no socks, vaping when you've never smoked in your entire life. Them people piss me the hell off, man. Or worst of all, you think pineapple belongs on pizza. I mean, I ain't never tried it before, but it just sounds wrong, man. The point is that all of us here in this world will go through something different in our lives. And with these differences, they either become hella relatable to the point where everyone's been through it, or you're some dickhead and you're still hating on Steve Rogers for coming back in the next Avengers movie. You don't even know if he's coming back as Captain America, shut up! But with the way society has been moving for generations upon generations, I can confidently say one thing, one opinion, one truth that the majority of the whole world has experienced. Something so liberating, so joyful, so beautiful, that if you haven't been through it, you miss some hella character development. Cause this shit would make or break you, I swear. And yes, my friends, I'm referring to none other than struggle meals. Cause this shit low-key is busted. It's amazing. As much as growing up poor has its downsides, there's low-key some upsides to it as well. Like free school meals, getting vouchers to chop down prices, or just looking for food in your fridge, combining that into a weird fusion and eating it. It's normal out here. And for today's video, I wanted to indulge and reminisce into some of the world's greatest struggle munches that I grew up on. Cause even to this day, I still be eating it. It's my comfort foods, man. Beginning with the holy grail of all struggle food. The main ingredient to all the best dishes on the entire planet. The myth, the legend. When it comes down to most food, the one universal choice we can all agree is perfect for any occasion is bread. And this is genuinely the best food to have ever been created. It's class. You can have it anytime and anywhere, it doesn't matter. If you were going outside to spend some time with your family, you could go and get some baguettes together. If you want a late night snack because you're hungry as shit, get some bread and make yourself a PB&J. If you only got £1 to your name and you want to get something nice and savory, you can hit up your local supermarket and get fresh croissant. You see what I mean? The whole entire bread multiverse is amazing. We low-key might as well call it a superfood because for what it is, people eat this shit religiously. It's an amazing source of carbohydrates. There's millions of different types of bread you can choose from, and you can choose to either go get white bread, 50-50, or wholemeal bread. I can't lie, this looks kind of racist. Growing up, before secondary school, something I used to eat all the time in the morning was a Nutella sandwich. Just get 2 slices of 50-50 or wholemeal bread, slap Nutella on each side, and have that alongside a cup of tea, and you were ready to lock in and conquer the day. Yeah, this shit used to have me sleeping in class. Do not have this for breakfast. Bread is like what the Infinity Gauntlet is to the Infinity Stones. What the Master Emerald is to the 7 Chaos Emeralds. What Michael Jordan was to the rest of Chicago at the time. It sustains everything. It keeps it in check. Without bread, there is no balance. And with no balance, can there be no bread? And that statement came straight from Avatar Aang, believe it. It is one of the legendary few foods that breaks out into creating hundreds of thousands of different meals. You don't eat a sandwich without bread. You don't eat a burger without buns. You don't eat a taco without a taco shell. A taco shell is a type of bread, by the way, man. Bread is the foundation of most meals ever created. Without it, it takes away a key part, leading to the whole structure of whatever you're eating to just break apart. Not to mention, you can substitute bread for other kinds of bread. For example, if you want to eat a hot dog but you ain't got no buns, get yourself some bread and boom, now you got bread as a bun. If you ain't got no cereal to put in the bowl of milk you already poured out, boom, just break up pieces of bread and put them in the bowl of milk. Delicious mixture right there. If you wanted to go ahead and make a pizza, but you ain't got no base, get some tomato puree, a slice of bread, and some cheese. You have a pizza now. You can get mad creative with it. When I tell you I have a giant love for bread, I mean, I have a giant love for bread. This shit is kind of like a guilty pleasure. When I was a kid in primary school, every lunchtime in the cafeteria, there would be extra trays of food they would put out that we could have alongside school dinners and packed lunches. And of these trays, there were cherry tomatoes, lettuce, and slices of tender, delicious, magnificent, sexy ass bread. And I'm not gonna lie to you, man, when I was a young kid, I was a chubby guy, man. You knew I was eating good with the way I was looking. And at the time, I had an obsession with brioche bread, so I was already moving mad. So at every lunchtime, when I would go in to eat and speak alongside my friends, I would wait just a little bit for these men to leave before me. And then I would hustle my ass over to the nearest tray, jack all the bread, and start running out at high speeds like my codename was 007. The heist was complete. I successfully gained all the carbs. Let's go! Bread is just a bomb, man. Like, you know how most guys will put bare effort into caring about getting girlfriends or just trying to speak to women to eventually pursue a relationship? Well, I was kind of like that too, but just with bread. And also the girls didn't want me, man. I was ugly. I'm not some hyper obsessed guy that literally drools over every time I see a load of bread or some shit, but it really just is a universal product. I mean, one of the coldest cartoons I used to watch as a kid was Breadwinners. And with all the different types of breads they had in that show, you're telling me you wouldn't actually be tempted to go crazy if you could buy this shit for real? There was bread like bubblegum rye, chocolate fondue, kazoo bread, popcorn bread. There's literally a loaf of bread in that show called irresistibly craveable bread. I rest my case here. Bread is goated. It might as well be a superfood. It's top of the food chain. And if you don't really mess with it like that, you need to be locked up in an asylum, you sicko. When in doubt, when there was no bread, cereal was there to save me instead. Yeah, I just made that up. I'm cold, man. Cereal is like the ultimate food option. Like if you didn't have any toast, baguettes, whatever else you would eat in the morning, cereal was there to keep you afloat. It's the best. Whether that's Cheerios, Cocoa Pops, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Fruit Loops, Corn Flakes. Yeah, this was my shit, man. But the point is that everybody is familiar with this beautiful masterpiece. I mean, cereal is a go-to for all occasions. Don't get it twisted. If you're too lazy to get your files up and make some dinner, just make some cereal. If you got no money in the bank and you want to get some food without paying a price, get a bowl of cereal. If you're depressed, sad, mortified and just can't move your body because of all the sadness you're carrying and refuse to go ahead to put any effort into cooking something, make a bowl of cereal. It's perfect for everything. And let's keep it real. Cereal tastes way better at night than it does in the morning. The molecules and the proteins of the build emulsify in the milk so much better. It's like there's a switch inside my brain that tells me just before I'm about to conk out for the night to go ahead and have a nice bowl of cereal. And that shit was always hitting. It was busting. Cereal is just elite munch. Like it just doesn't get any better. Like the one brand of cereal I used to eat a lot when I was younger was this knockoff version of Crave from Lidl. And I kid you not, this cereal is elite. These pillow-shaped chocolates taste just like sweets, and imagine when you add it alongside milk, the milk also mixes with the chocolate, and then you get chocolate cereal on top of chocolate milk. It was goated. This shit would have me like one of the food crates from Food Wars. It gave the ultimate sensation. A couple of weeks back, I bought a box of Crave to get back into this phenomenal munch, and as soon as I made that bowl of cereal and took the first bite, I kid you not, it had me like the guy from Ratatouille when he reminisced about his mom's cooking. It's just that heavenly. The chocolate cereal and milk gives the ultimate fusion. It's something out of this planet. Like it was given to us from the highest heavens after being shaped, molded, created by a higher life form that truly understands taste. I wouldn't be surprised if aliens made cereals too good to have come from humans. But as I am speaking about cereal, I've got to get serious here. Everyone has their own way of eating food. Some guys prefer getting a barbecue-based pizza instead of a normal tomato base. Some people prefer honey and tea instead of sugar. And then some men prefer apple juice over orange juice. I know who you are, bro, but when it comes to cereal, we don't play with that shit. For most of the human race since the Stone Age, guys have always said it's cereal before milk, pouring the cold drink over their food and eating it while their teeth are freezing their asses off. And if anyone else had a different opinion to this matter, a different way to eat cereal, they would get executed, violated, ridiculed for their difference. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna tell you why these motherfuckers are wrong. Milk before cereal is the only way. How are you eating cold cereal? What's wrong with you? When you buy ice cream, do you lick that shit or just start eating it like your name's Goku and get a brain freeze? You're gonna lick it and eat it slow because you don't want your teeth to hurt. When you want a cup of milk before bed, who doesn't microwave the milk to get warm milk? Everyone does that shit. When it comes to most, if not all food or drink, all of us would rather have it warm or hot than cold. But then as soon as it comes to cereal, you turn your back on it and say that you'd eat that shit cold. What's the thought process behind it? I like my food with heat. How you gonna hate on me for doing that? This is the only way. Us milk before cereals should stage an uprising, a revolution against the norm. We shall change the future. Follow me and you will never again be deceived. Rise up! I am Milk Before Cereal Tron! But in all honesty, we should all jump guys that use forks to eat cereal. That shit is criminal. Look, whether you prefer to put cereal before milk or milk before cereal, we all know cereal's going anyway. It's like seeing the Big Bang for the first time. It's a monumental meal that will truly change your life forever. It's the best. Even if you don't have any milk, that's fine. You can eat most cereal dry because it's that peng enough to have on its own. Or you can just have a substitute like water. Tough times, man. Cereal is a top tier meal. I ain't gonna keep glazing it. We know this, man. Sleep is hands down the most universal struggle meal. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've conked out because there was nothing in the fridge. It was almost every time. It's like you get hit in a trance to go to bed, and every single time I would go to sleep, this shit would actually have me feeling like I already ate. It would soothe my hunger almost every time. Even though getting to sleep is the most difficult thing one can do. I'm talking about I'll be tossing and turning in my bed like I had a nightmare, struggling to go to sleep because I'd be too hungry. But as soon as I did, I'd wake up a couple of hours later and then I'm rejuvenated. It doesn't add up. The hunger just disappears. Sleep paired with a cold water bowl is like the perfect duo. The water somehow tastes like everything you ever wanted to eat for the last 24 hours of your entire life. Then you combine that with a good 3 to 4 hour nap, and you feel like your fat ass ate a whole giant meal. It's crazy. I wasn't some kid always sleeping every chance I got as well. In fact, when I was younger, I used to hate sleep. I despised it. It was the biggest waste of time because as a child, I always just wanted to stay up late and watch movies. I wanted to play GTA, man. It was so bad back then that the only way I would actually go to bed was if my parents forced me to, or if I got one of the worst ass whippings of all time, start crying like crazy, and for some damn reason, that would give me some of the best sleep of my life. It's mad. Nowadays, because I'm so invested in my work, I sleep a lot less than I should be. Like as kids, we always wanted to stay up late to play games with our friends, chill with the adults, or just seem a lot more mature than what we were at that age. But after actually being able to stay up late past midnight for so many years, staying up late is overrated, man. Sleep is underrated and it's just better. Just getting that good 8 hours in so you're fully rested. Then as soon as you wake up, you're feeling mad energized, ready, and fully awake to do whatever you have to do for the day. Like I'm still young, but on days where I stay up past 3 a.m., I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm moving like a slug for the rest of the next day. I'm gonna be unproductive as shit. And back in the day, when there was no food in the house that I wanted to eat or anything to do for the rest of the day, getting knocked out was the best solution. You time skip forward so the day goes faster, you get a good sleep in so when you wake up you're energized, and you're not as hungry anymore. And if you are, you can just go drink some water. That shit would have you decent. Sleep is like magic. 1 minute you're there laying in the dark trying to go to bed, and the next, you're just seeing sunlight. Think about it, it's kind of weird. It's just an S-tier struggle meal. Like I'm saying, it's definitely in the top 5. It's elite. And as I've grown up across the years, became more of an adult, and just started taking life a lot more serious to an extent, I see sleep as a lot more important than the way I used to look at it before. It's vital. Sleep and water is a top tier struggle meal. And I just know everyone can relate to this one. It was normal back then. But yo, these were some struggle meals I wanted to talk about. And even though there's a million more I could have dropped in this video, I'm not gonna talk about a million. Are you insane? If you guys got any more struggle meals that you used to have that you think are better than anything I mentioned, let me know in the comments, man. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. And the message I want to give to end off this video: milk before cereal, try!